The big day was finally here. You see, I was about to embark on a journey. From the typically wet but always very pretty Scotland to the winter wonderland that is Sweden. Specifically, I was going to this lake called... well, you can see it there. So why was I doing this? Well, at some point, Jeremy Clarkson drove on a frozen lake on an episode of Top Gear, and it seemed like a lot of fun, so why not? Now as all great adventures begin, I started with my pre-flight poop. And then hit the road to Edinburgh Airport. We arrived at the hotel in the evening, so after unloading our things, having a bite to eat, and some schmoozing with the other guests, it was time to hit the hay. Now remember how I mentioned that Sweden is a winter wonderland? If not, this drive to the lake will certainly show you.
It's not like normal track days. We don't have a specific side for overtaking. We'll go for either side, usually offline.
And after this flower-covered man gave us a quick safety briefing, we were grouped into pairs and sent off to our first cars, which for us was this scrappy but fun E46 BMW.
Yeah, good, excellent. Well held. Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. You get the feel of it, yeah?
Oh yeah. And this car's pretty forgiving. And after a few laps in the 330i, my driving partner Steve and I were met with our first performer. And it wasn't long that I went from hesitating in the drifts and over-braking before the corners to actually seeing what this car was capable of. It's hard to explain just how capable that BMW felt on the ice, And while rear-wheel drive might seem like a silly choice for ice driving, when properly prepared with the correct tires, these BMWs were easily the most intuitive cars to drive. You might think front-wheel drive Fiesta or the all-wheel drive Subaru would have been easier to control, but we all agreed the Z4 was one of the best. Don't believe me? Let's see how my run in the Subaru went.
And it's turbocharged.
Oh yeah, you can feel it.
Good work. When you lift off, you just turn. Good. A bit like wrestling at home. Good work. Well done.
Okay. And from that near miss alone, you could probably tell I was struggling with the all-wheel drive. Something about the pull and push of the all-wheel drive system was something that I had never really experienced on a loose surface like this. And that lack of experience with a bit of overconfidence can really only end in one way. He's still taking pictures, I'm not doing it a lot. Yeah, I crashed it. My first and only car of the trip, and the only car that both me and my driving partner crashed. No fault of the car. We were trying to slide it like the rear-wheel drive cars, which just doesn't translate to the different drivetrain. So I swallowed my pride and got back out for my last lap while trying to keep up with the Subaru rally car.
He gets that thing to turn in occasionally.
Lost it. I was trying to keep up with him. Yeah, that didn't work either. But there's a reason for that. You see, the last two cars I want to talk about for this trip are the Porsche Cayman and the Subaru rally car that just blew by me. For our group, these were the fastest and most aggressively prepped cars that we would get to experience. So fast, in fact, that an instructor was required to accompany us to make sure we didn't damage anything expensive. Sadly, I don't have any footage of the Cayman, but I do for the Subi. And this was a true rally driving experience I was hoping for. The instructor, a young Welsh rally driver by the name of Ioan Lloyd, truly understood how to handle these cars, and his direction on when and how to put the power down is something I wish I had when I crashed the Subaru. But that didn't faze me. It wasn't long before I just went into a flow state of his instructions and let my inner Colin McRae take the wheel.
gang.
Good man.
Where do you want me to help?
If we go straight across.
And just like that, I finished my turn in what is easily the best car of the trip. And if you can't tell by my reaction, I was buzzing. And even though I did this experience almost 2 years ago at the time of editing, I still get excited just reliving it. And after everyone got a chance in all of the cars, we wrapped up with a timed lap in what we agreed was probably the worst car, which for some people went worse than others.
Audience ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Easily the highlight of the trip. And, well, that's about it. We packed up and headed back for our last night in the hotel. The next day was our flight, and it was about time to get back to reality.